In a world that often values appearances over substance and quick wins over enduring virtues, earning true admiration can feel elusive. But Stoicism, a philosophy grounded in timeless wisdom, offers us a roadmap. Admiration, in the Stoic sense, isn't about seeking external validation or applause. Instead, it's about embodying virtues so profoundly that others naturally recognize and value your character. The Stoics teach us that living virtuously, in alignment with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control, is the most reliable way to command respect and leave a meaningful impact on those around us. This isn't about manipulating others or striving for superficial popularity. It's about becoming someone whose actions, words, and thoughts align so closely with what is good and right that others can't help but take notice. By applying these Stoic strategies to modern life, we can earn admiration not for our status or possessions, but for who we are and how we conduct ourselves. Let's begin with 10 foundational principles to cultivate inner strength, listen actively, and lead by example. Number 1. Cultivate inner strength. No person can be truly free or respected if they're a slave to their own impulses and fears. As Epictetus reminds us, no man is free who is not master of himself. Inner strength begins with self-mastery, the ability to govern your thoughts, emotions, and actions, regardless of external circumstances. Imagine you're at work, and a colleague takes credit for your idea during a meeting. The initial wave of anger and indignation is natural, but what follows is entirely within your control. Do you lash out, damaging relationships and your own credibility? Or do you choose to respond with poise, allowing your work and integrity to speak for themselves? A modern Stoic recognizes that while we can't control the actions of others, we can control our reaction. By mastering our emotions and acting with calm deliberation, we demonstrate strength that others admire. Inner strength also means standing firm in your values. In today's world, it's easy to bend to peer pressure or social trends. A modern Stoic strength lies in their ability to stay true to their principles, even when it's inconvenient or unpopular. People notice and respect this kind of authenticity. They're drawn to those who remain composed in chaos and steadfast in their convictions. By cultivating inner strength, you not only fortify yourself against life's challenges, but also earn the admiration of those around you for your resilience and unwavering character. Inner strength also involves recognizing the limits of your control. By focusing your energy on what you can influence and letting go of what you cannot, you demonstrate a sense of balance and wisdom that people admire. For example, in a heated debate, instead of obsessing over winning an argument, focus on presenting your perspective thoughtfully and respectfully. This composure and clarity of thought set you apart, earning the quiet respect of others. Ultimately, inner strength is a lifelong pursuit. It requires daily discipline, self-reflection, and the courage to face your fears and weaknesses. The more you nurture this strength, the more others will see you as a source of inspiration and stability in a chaotic world. Number 2. Speak less, listen more. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak, Epictetus wisely noted. In a culture of constant noise, where everyone is eager to voice their opinions, the ability to listen attentively is both rare and deeply valued. Think about the last time someone truly listened to you. Not just hearing your words, but understanding your meaning and feelings. How did it make you feel? Probably respected, valued, and connected. This is the power of listening, and it's a skill that can earn you admiration in both personal and professional relationships. A modern Stoic knows that listening isn't just about gathering information, it's about fostering understanding and building trust. In a business meeting, for instance, instead of rushing to interject with your own ideas, take the time to hear others out. Paraphrase their points to show you've understood, and ask thoughtful questions to delve deeper. This approach not only enriches the conversation, but also positions you as a thoughtful and considerate individual. Similarly, in personal relationships, Active listening can diffuse conflicts and strengthen bonds. When a friend vents about their frustrations, resist the urge to immediately offer solutions or turn the focus back on yourself. Instead, listen with empathy, acknowledging their feelings and offering your presence. People are drawn to those who make them feel heard. By speaking less and listening more, you demonstrate humility and wisdom, earning the respect and trust of those around you. Listening also requires patience and self-control. In moments of disagreement, it can be tempting to interrupt or defend your perspective. A Stoic, however, understands the value of restraint. By letting others express themselves fully before responding, you show maturity and respect for their viewpoint. This doesn't mean you have to agree, but it does mean you approach the conversation with an open mind and a willingness to understand. In today's fast-paced world, where interruptions and distractions are commonplace, being a good listener is a superpower. It sets you apart as someone who genuinely cares about others, a quality that naturally earns admiration. Practice this skill daily, and you'll find that people gravitate toward you, not because you dominate conversations, but because you make them feel seen and valued. Number 3. Lead by example. Marcus Aurelius' timeless advice reminds us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. In a world full of empty rhetoric and broken promises, actions speak louder than words. Leading by example is one of the most powerful ways to inspire admiration. Consider a manager who preaches about work-life balance, but sends emails at all hours and rarely takes time off. Contrast this with a leader who sets clear boundaries, prioritizes their well-being, and encourages their team to do the same. Who earns more respect? The latter, undoubtedly. Leading by example isn't about perfection. It's about consistency and authenticity. In your own life, embody the virtues you value. If you believe in kindness, be the first to offer help. If you value integrity, admit your mistakes and make amends when necessary. People are far more likely to follow someone whose actions align with their words than someone who merely preaches ideals. Leading by example also requires courage. Sometimes, doing the right thing means going against the grain or standing alone. Whether it's speaking up for a colleague being treated unfairly or refusing to cut corners in your work, these moments of integrity are where true leadership shines. Over time, your consistent actions build a reputation that speaks for itself, inspiring others to admire and emulate your example. In today's hyper-connected world, your actions have a ripple effect. Social media amplifies everything, making it easier than ever for people to spot inconsistency or hypocrisy. By living authentically and acting in alignment with your values, you earn a reputation for being trustworthy and reliable. People admire those who walk the talk, especially when it's not the easy path to take. Finally, remember that leading by example isn't about seeking admiration. It's about doing what's right because it aligns with your values. The admiration comes naturally as a byproduct of your actions. Stay focused on living virtuously and let your deeds inspire others to follow suit. Number 4. Embrace adversity with grace. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way, wrote Marcus Aurelius. This profound insight offers a framework for navigating life's inevitable challenges. In modern times, we encounter adversities of all kinds: professional setbacks, personal disappointments, and unforeseen crises. How we respond to these obstacles can define not only our character, but also the respect we command from others. Imagine being passed over for a promotion at work, despite your hard efforts. The initial reaction might be frustration or bitterness, but a Stoic perspective reframes the situation. Instead of viewing the setback as a failure, see it as an opportunity for growth. What skills can you develop? How can you better position yourself for the next opportunity? By approaching adversity with grace, resilience, and a willingness to adapt, you showcase a strength that others admire. Adversity also provides a platform to inspire others. People are drawn to those who remain composed under pressure, who turn challenges into stepping stones. Take the story of a young entrepreneur whose startup failed spectacularly. Instead of succumbing to despair, she analyzed her mistakes, sought mentorship, and started again. Her resilience became her defining trait, earning her not only success, but also admiration from peers who saw her as a beacon of perseverance. This principle extends to smaller, everyday challenges. Think about how you react when plans go awry. A cancelled meeting, a delayed flight, or a technical glitch during a presentation. A modern Stoic practices patience and adaptability in these moments, demonstrating that they are not controlled by external events. Others notice this calm demeanor and respect the individual who refuses to be rattled by life's unpredictability. By embracing adversity with grace, you embody a sense of purpose and strength that sets you apart. Adversity isn't a detour, it's the path itself. When you meet it with wisdom and courage, you not only overcome it, but also inspire others to face their own challenges with similar resolve. Number 5. Be consistently reliable. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do, advised Epictetus. Reliability in Stoic philosophy isn't just a virtue, it's a cornerstone of earning admiration. In a world where broken promises and unmet commitments are common, being someone others can count on is a rare and valuable trait. Modern life is full of opportunities to demonstrate reliability. At work, it could mean consistently meeting deadlines, following through on promises, or stepping up to help a colleague in need. In personal relationships, reliability might look like showing up when you say you will, keeping confidences, or simply being present when someone needs support. The actions may seem small, but their impact is profound. Reliability builds trust, and trust is the foundation of admiration. People are drawn to those who not only speak of their values, but live them daily. For instance, a manager who always delivers honest feedback, supports their team, and leads by example earns the respect of employees. Similarly, a friend who is always there in times of need becomes someone others deeply value. Reliability also requires discipline and self-awareness. To be reliable, you must prioritize wisely, avoid overcommitting, and stay true to your word. This means occasionally saying no to tasks or requests that you cannot fulfill, a decision that reflects integrity rather than weakness. When people see that you respect your own time and commitments, they are more likely to respect and admire you in return. Inconsistent behavior, on the other hand, erodes trust. If you're known for making excuses, flaking on plans, or failing to follow through, admiration will be elusive. A modern Stoic avoids these pitfalls by aligning actions with intentions, demonstrating reliability as a daily practice. Ultimately, being reliable is about more than earning admiration. It's about becoming a person of substance. By consistently showing up for others and staying true to your commitments, you foster deep respect and trust, qualities that are rare and invaluable in any relationship. Number 6. Practice humility. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid, wrote Epictetus. This counterintuitive advice speaks to the transformative power of humility. In a culture that often glorifies arrogance and self-promotion, humility stands out as a deeply admirable trait. Humility begins with self-awareness. A modern Stoic understands that no matter how much they know, there is always more to learn. Admitting your limitations is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. For instance, consider a leader who openly acknowledges when they don't have all the answers and seeks input from their team. This humility not only fosters collaboration, but also earns respect, as it shows confidence without arrogance. Practicing humility also means being willing to accept criticism and learn from it. When someone points out a mistake, resist the urge to become defensive. Instead, view it as an opportunity for growth. This attitude not only improves your character, but also demonstrates maturity and wisdom, qualities others admire. In social interactions, humility fosters connection. When you're genuinely interested in others, rather than focused on impressing them, people are drawn to you. Ask thoughtful questions, listen without judgment, and celebrate others' successes. These small acts of humility create an atmosphere of trust and respect, elevating your relationships. Humility also requires letting go of ego-driven comparisons. In a world of social media highlights and constant competition, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring your worth against others. A modern Stoic recognizes that true self-worth comes from within, not from external validation. By focusing on your own growth and values, you free yourself from the need to compete or boast, earning admiration for your authenticity and grounded nature. Ultimately, humility is about embracing imperfection, both in yourself and others. It's about recognizing that life is a journey of continuous learning and growth. When you practice humility, you inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of mutual respect and admiration. Number 7. Control your emotions. Keep your spirit free, follow your inner sense, and don't be distracted by externals, Epictetus advised. Emotional self-control is a cornerstone of Stoicism and a trait that earns deep admiration in modern life. In a world where emotional outbursts and impulsive reactions are common, the ability to remain composed sets you apart. Consider a heated argument with a colleague or loved one. While it's tempting to react defensively or angrily, a Stoic pauses to reflect before responding. What is within your control? What outcome aligns with your values? By choosing a calm and thoughtful response, you de-escalate the situation and demonstrate emotional maturity. Others respect and admire those who can manage their emotions, rather than being controlled by them. Emotional control also applies to moments of triumph or success. A Stoic avoids arrogance or over-exuberance, recognizing that external achievements are fleeting. By maintaining a balanced perspective, you show humility and wisdom, earning respect from those around you. In practical terms, emotional self-control requires mindfulness and practice. Techniques such as deep breathing, journaling, or taking a brief walk can help you regain composure in stressful moments. Over time, these practices become second nature, allowing you to respond to challenges with clarity and grace. Controlling your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. Instead, it's about acknowledging your feelings, understanding their source, and choosing how to act. This balance between awareness and action is the hallmark of emotional intelligence, a quality that inspires admiration in both personal and professional contexts. By mastering your emotions, you set an example for others. Your composure becomes a source of stability in chaotic situations, and people naturally gravitate toward you for guidance and support. Emotional control is not about denying your humanity. It's about embracing it fully, with wisdom and intention. This practice not only enriches your own life, but also earns you the respect and admiration of those around you. Number 8. Focus on what truly matters. Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? Marcus Aurelius advised. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to focus on what truly matters is not only rare, but also deeply admirable. Prioritizing the meaningful over the trivial demonstrates wisdom, discipline, and purpose, qualities that naturally inspire respect. In modern life, distractions are everywhere. Notifications on our phones, endless social media feeds, and the constant pressure to multitask. A modern Stoic actively resists this pull by focusing on what aligns with their values and long-term goals. Imagine you're working on a major project at your job. Instead of being sidetracked by office gossip or an influx of emails, you dedicate yourself fully to the task at hand. This level of concentration and commitment doesn't go unnoticed. Colleagues admire those who are purposeful and undeterred by trivialities. Focusing on what matters also means learning to say no. Many people struggle with this, fearing they might disappoint others. But by saying yes to everything, you dilute your energy and attention, leaving less room for what's truly important. A Stoic's ability to prioritize, even at the cost of temporary disapproval, earns admiration because it reflects clarity of purpose. This principle extends beyond work to personal relationships. Are you giving time to the people who matter most? Are you nurturing the connections that align with your values? By consciously choosing where to invest your energy, you not only enrich your own life, but also earn the respect of those who see your deliberate choices. Finally, focusing on what truly matters fosters a sense of peace and fulfillment. When you let go of trivial concerns and concentrate on meaningful pursuits, you radiate a calm and purposefulness that draws others in. People admire those who don't waste time on petty distractions, but instead dedicate themselves to what counts. By embodying this Stoic principle, you set a powerful example in a chaotic world. Number 9. Be generous and fair. The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like them, Marcus Aurelius wrote. This simple yet profound idea highlights the importance of fairness and generosity, even in the face of adversity. In a world where self-interest often prevails, treating others with kindness and equity is a surefire way to earn admiration. Generosity begins with small intentional acts. Whether it's offering your time to mentor a colleague, helping a neighbor with a task, or simply giving someone your full attention, these gestures create a ripple effect. People notice and remember those who give without expecting anything in return. A modern Stoic understands that true generosity comes from a place of abundance, a mindset that sees giving as enriching, not depleting. Fairness is equally critical. Being fair means treating everyone with respect and impartiality, regardless of their status or how they've treated you. Imagine being in a leadership position and having to resolve a conflict between two team members. A Stoic leader listens carefully to both sides, avoids favoritism, and makes a decision rooted in justice. This approach not only resolves the issue, but also earns respect from the entire team. Generosity and fairness also extend to how you handle negative situations. When someone wrongs you, it's tempting to retaliate. But a Stoic resists this urge, understanding that vengeance only perpetuates harm. Instead, respond with dignity and fairness, even when it's difficult. This strength of character earns admiration because it shows that you're guided by principles, not pettiness. Ultimately, practicing generosity and fairness enriches your own life while elevating those around you. By embodying these virtues, you set yourself apart as someone who values what is good and just. This unwavering commitment to treating others well naturally inspires admiration and loyalty. Number 10. Pursue excellence over approval. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it, Epictetus advised. In a culture that often prioritizes recognition over substance, the Stoic commitment to excellence for its own sake stands out. Pursuing excellence, rather than seeking approval, is a transformative practice that commands deep respect. Excellence begins with a dedication to your craft, whatever it may be. Consider an artist who pours their heart into their work, not for fame or accolades, but because they believe in the beauty and truth of their creation. Their authenticity and commitment resonate with others, inspiring admiration. A modern Stoic applies this principle in all areas of life, whether it's delivering a project at work, nurturing relationships, or striving for personal growth. Seeking approval, on the other hand, often leads to compromise. When you prioritize others' opinions over your own values, you dilute your authenticity and lose sight of what truly matters. A Stoic avoids this trap by focusing on intrinsic goals, measuring success by their own standards rather than external validation. Pursuing excellence also means embracing the process, not just the outcome. A modern Stoic knows that true mastery takes time, effort, and perseverance. They don't rush to achieve quick wins or cut corners for applause. Instead, they embrace challenges, learn from failures, and strive for continual improvement. This commitment to growth and integrity earns admiration because it reflects a depth of character that transcends superficial success. Finally, pursuing excellence over approval fosters a sense of freedom. When you're no longer tethered to others' opinions, you can fully commit to living virtuously. This independence and self-assuredness draw people to you, not because you seek their admiration, but because your authenticity and purpose are undeniable. Admiration, in its truest form, is not about fame or external validation. It's about living a life so aligned with virtue that others naturally respect and value you. The Stoic strategies we've explored, cultivating inner strength, listening more, leading by example, embracing adversity, being reliable, practicing humility, controlling emotions, focusing on what matters, being generous and fair, and pursuing excellence over approval, offer a timeless guide for earning admiration in a modern context. By embodying these principles, you not only enrich your own life, but also inspire those around you. The path to admiration isn't about seeking it directly. It's about becoming the kind of person whose character and actions speak for themselves. In doing so, you create a legacy of respect, trust, and meaningful impact that extends far beyond yourself. As the Stoics teach us, true admiration is the natural byproduct of a life well lived. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it to spread the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss future videos on Stoic living and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and I wish you strength on your journey.